Welcome back, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do an iOS 14 versus iOS 15 comparison on both my iPhone 10s. Now, the one running iOS 15 is on the right, 14 is on the left. A great way to tell is if you scroll down and you can see focus mode, that essentially means you're on iOS 15 for those of you who don't know. Now, let's get started. Again, I will recommend not installing iOS 15 on your device. Very, very bad idea, but nonetheless, let's open up phone calls, 3, 2, 1. And you can see about the same thing, not that big of a difference. Let's go and get into something like the App Store. 3, 2, 1. And okay, so we do have it loaded on iOS 14 fairly fast. Scrolling through, you can see roughly around the same thing. If I go ahead and click on, let's just go back up top. Let's go and click on the first thing. And I don't know why I didn't click on here, but it would have roughly been around the same thing. Hopping out of this specific app, let's go and get into clock. 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing. Let's get into photos, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into camera, 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing there too. Let's get into something like mail, 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit of a different pop-up here. Let's go and hop out of this one. Let's get into podcast, 3, 2, 1. There we go. I think 14 was faster. Apple TV, which I don't even know. There we go, 3, 2, 1. Okay, definitely I think faster here, but this one wasn't too far off either. Hopping out of this one, let's get into something like Safari. Now I do want to load up a web page. So if I click up here and if I click down here, we'll be able to type in a website, as most of you know. So let's go ahead and just go straight to apple.com. So if we're ready, 3, 2, 1, we can go and click here. And one thing I've seen is that network speeds for some reason seem to be faster on iOS 14 still than on iOS 15. So scrolling through, you may not see those big of differences, but I was able to kind of tell a big difference. It's very, very weird why that happens to be the case. I don't know why we're not able to kind of, load up a different, like the load up page, which usually should be here. I'm not really too sure why not. So if I go ahead and click here and type in bing.com, let's go and do 1, 2, 3. And it looks like 14 again was the faster one. If I go and click here, actually this one seemed to be about the same, but I do think as a whole, iOS 14 has faster network speeds than iOS 15. It may not be that big of a deal to you, but it is something to kind of keep in mind at the end of the day. Let's get into calendar, 3, 2, 1. Okay, kind of the same thing. 15 looked faster. FaceTime, 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing there too, not that big of a deal. Click on reminders, 3, 2, 1. Okay, not that big of a difference here either. Hopping out of this one, click on messages, 3, 2, 1. And again, not that big of a difference. I think as a whole, one thing I've been kind of seeing is that iOS 14, it's really not that big of a difference. They're both roughly around the same. There are some key differences here and there, but I think as a whole, if you're running an iOS 15 device and running iOS 14 on your iPhone 10, you're not going to see that big of a difference in terms of speed. I think they're roughly around the same speed, and I think that's a good thing. That's definitely not a bad thing in my opinion. When you get a device like this, you don't want it to be crazy different in terms of the way it performs and everything from one to the other. You kind of want to get used to it. And in terms of my opinion, app opening and at least RAM management seems to be about the same on both. There may be some differences here and there, but roughly they're about the same thing. So that essentially covers up this specific little speed comparison. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.